cars continuing southbound on Victoria.
Ventura copies Battalion 13. We'll confirm SHP.
From IC on command. Go ahead. The VCSO with me right now. Is there a presence of law enforcement down there? Yeah, I saw stage B, and it looked like they had some of the northbound, very few cars, but the southbound's open. I'll let VCSO know. Maybe they can go help out. Initially, the fire's kind of checked up right now. Probably, I'd say 20 minutes. 30 minutes from impacting Victoria, but it's checked itself up right now. Good copies. Heli tanker 6-1 working that part of the fire. Yeah, like I said, it ebbs and flows, so it grabs pockets and then it shoots spots and runs, and then it kind of slows down. But once we get the copters on scene, I think we can get the forward progress stopped on this thing. Yeah, copy that. Sounds like we have a few more copters coming in. Can you hear that traffic? We've got utility 43 with Baumgartner, the heavy equipment boss. He's on the west side of Victoria, watching for the ember gas if there's any spots on the west side of Victoria. I think also that second dozer coming in will be able to go levee bank to levee bank and cut this thing off, at least turn the corner on this thing.
Battalion 13, Ventura. Auto IC, Ventura.
Ventura, go ahead for auto IC on command.
Auto IC. CHD has confirmed Victoria shut down northbound from Elitas to Gonzales. They're working on shutting down the southbound side.
Working on shutting down southbound side. I'll let DCSO know as well.
Ventura copies. Additionally, Yogawa County copter 2-2 en route with a less than 10-minute ET.
See that traffic, thank you.
All right, everybody, check back into the stream. How are we doing tonight? How are we doing this evening? We got a new fire. There is a new fire called the Auto Fire that has started in Oxnard that I want to give you guys some updates for, as well as updates on the Palisades fire. We do have video and all sorts of things that are happening. We go to KCal. I think KCal is like in the sky. How we doing, everybody? I also have the
additional engines and additional
475 IFT.
I also have the scanner on in the background for Ventura County. So just to catch you guys up, this is the Auto Fire evacuation order just put out 3 minutes ago. Ventura County Sheriff Services Incident Dashboard. The parameters of the zone are viewable on the watch duty map or the link above. There's a whole. So is that the evacuation order? Within the, I don't know what that is. It's like a river. I don't know what that is right there. Right along the 101. Okay, so the, what is that right here? Evacuation order.
Auto IC, Ventura.
I don't know if there's an.
For auto IC on command.
I have it on maximum volume.
The Metrolink is inquiring if any rails are impacted.
Might have to actually turn it up a little bit.
No rails or impact time. It's up. And the fire's not going upriver, it's going downriver.
So it's going downriver. I have the Ventura County scanner on. They're talking about it right now, so we can listen in like we have been. Right in the riverbed. We got helicopters up. We got the Chinook in the sky right now. How do we map views? No, I don't want that. Let's go back. Go back to what we had. Thank you. Is there any other layout we could put onto this, or filters? I guess that's fine. So catching you guys up again, this auto fire evacuation order is within this zone, the Santa Clara River. The fire will impact Victoria Avenue shortly, and CHP has been requested. The fire has been upgraded to a first alarm brush by Incident Command, bringing in an additional 5 engines and 1 dozer per radio traffic. Auto incident with the Ventura fire, and here's some clips. Here's some clips that have come in. This is happening tonight, right now. And you got some more here. Efforts in the skies trying to put this fire out right now. Another one here. The winds are picked up again. This was the fear of these the 3 days here until Wednesday. Let's go over here. Here's a look at it.
Golf course as well. I know it's very dark, so you can't tell.
What it is.
But we have seen the brush. It has plenty of brush to burn through. Very dry, very tall vegetation.
Wow. Here we are again.
He continued to say we have enough resources. We have the aviation. We saw the bulldozers there on the ground, and very confident in that. Mike, interestingly, though, you did hear them speak about air support and maybe being declined a request.
Yeah, and I think the reason that, Mr. Dowd said that they've got what they need is because now that I'm looking at the radar, LA County Fire launched a helicopter from the airport up in the valley. That's on the way. So maybe they didn't get what they wanted
that
from
on the tracker.
Palisades Fire, but they are getting it from another place as the LA County Firecopter 22. So that'll make, once their helicopter is done fueling, then they'll have 3 helicopters over the fire, which certainly should make a difference as it burns in this river bottom now, guys.
And they have plenty of sources to get water from.
Right.
That's for sure. They're near Port Hueneme, so that shouldn't necessarily be a problem, even though I know that the fixed-wing aircraft are better at getting water from those kinds of bodies of water.
Yeah, and it looks like, just looking at the radar here, it looks like they're actually dipping out of the golf course, which is obviously right there. So we don't have to worry about them having to go far. Des, I actually wanted to see if you can put that overlay up so we can show folks where the golf course is again. If
Look at that helicopter in the smoke.
As he's kind of looking at that water drop that was coming in. There we go. So yeah, so see that there's a pond right there that they're getting out of, and another one just up to the top of the screen too.
Let's take a 3D look at it. I got our Google Earth up, so it's in here. Hold on, sorry, let me get the angle at it. There we go. It's actually within here. Where's Victoria Avenue? Is this Victoria Avenue? No, Victoria Avenue's over here. Let me check. That's the Santa Clara River. Or is this? Let me try to figure this out here. Got a new spot to look at. This is in Oxnard. Yeah, okay, so Victoria Avenue is the first bridge that goes across. So it's in here. Evacuation warning order. So between Victoria Avenue and the 101 right now, in here. Let me put it in red for you guys. All in here right now. This is under evacuation order. There's no people within here. It's in a river bottom. That's the good news. So then on Google Earth, that would be this section right here. This section we're looking at right here. A lot of brush on fire in the river bottom. Dang, it looks empty. Is there even water that flows through the Santa Clara River? Is it dry? Dry river?
one of those first responder trucks. I think it was a fire truck. It looked like maybe they got stuck in it.
Yeah.
They were trying to
they're usually homeless in Cammy's mud, so no.
This is a little bit of different.
It used to be a river, right?
As he zooms back into it, you can see one of the firefighters, one of the back tires there looked to be a bit stuck. And that might be a water tender, to be honest. He said they were actually bringing water tenders
Fire truck stuck.
so that the crews there on the ground, that's where they're able to get their water.
There's no fire hydrants in the river.
Yeah.
I've been watching this fire. It's getting bigger and bigger.
It's all right.
They're fighting it and doing what they can right now to it, but it's gotten bigger because right after the game ended, they just finished watching the football game. It was a smaller fire.
Palisades fire and the Eaton fire.
Yeah, Ventura County has their own, but certainly the extras that have been brought in. We saw them the other day at the
firefighters on the ground.
Yes, a number of them.
There. Yeah, and I think there was something like 140 of them that were brought in to be able to assist. So certainly they'll be able to make good use of those here.
You know, can we talk to Desmond again? Because he's been flying over. And Desmond, can you just, well, there's the picture, but I'm going to let you talk and describe what you can see from your vantage point. I know you said you thought that this could be put out in relatively a short amount of time.
Well, yes. I mean, while it has spread, it's not looking as intense as it was when we first got there. It's starting to shoot through a lot of the thickest brush pretty quickly as it is inching closer to Victoria Avenue. Let's see if we can kind of draw a little distance of how far away it is right now from Victoria. So about 1,000 feet or so. And you can see that it looks like the authorities have now shut the roadway down. We saw people earlier when we first got here that were pulled over, maybe taking pictures or doing some live streaming with the flames. So Victoria now looks like it is closed, and you have shut down at Olivas Park Drive right here. So this is going to be a bit of a traffic jam. Certainly unusual at this late time of night in Ventura, right at the border of Ventura and Oxnard, and it is a very important road. And with the winds kicking up, this could end up, even if they get the fire out, because we know that the fire department wants to be as sure as possible that nothing flares back up as the winds come up. This could end up being a multi-day affair, a multi-day closure for Victoria Avenue, just depending on how all of this progresses.
They're talking about on the scanner.
The situation gets
the Ventura County scanner is a little quiet.
We come back.
Here they're talking about it. The news is too, but
That's south side levee looking.
South side levee.
We're looking really good. We picked up 2 spots. I have 1 engine on the structure over here in the mulch piles, and then we're sending 357 to start a progressive supposedly with Alpha.
Okay, good copy. Those 5 Charlies are still inbound. 5 Charlie engines still inbound. So you're still looking good, correct?
Yeah, we're looking good on the levee, but we're trying to get into the flank and assist Alpha with progressive supposedly.
Copy that. Break. Division Mike from IC on command. Go for Division Mike.
Are you guys able to hear it?
You're the active flank. Again, 7 public service, elevator rescue, 130 North Garden.
Are you guys able to hear the scanner well?
1566 Charlie does have some agricultural stuff that we're going to be trying to
okay, cool.
defend down there, and I also moved utility 1 down for additional structure.
Fox 11 and ABC 7 are both up as well.
When you say golf course,
Everyone should be up in the sky right now. ABC 7's up in the sky. We'll just get them loaded up.
If not all of you, how do you copy?
You can see the smoke better in that one. And then Fox 11. We'll just cycle through them. Another one, fire breaks out. There you go. This is probably a better view without any of the news shit on the screen. Mod, just people are going to be coming into the chat and asking, is this right now? Because other channels are playing videos of old fire. This is current right now.
Copter 22 from Auto IC. How do you copy on command?
So KCal, Fox 11, and ABC 7. What up, Cristo?
Yeah, I'll switch the VNC air to ground, and I'll get right now.
When the scanner goes quiet, I'll turn in the news sound on so it's not dead quiet. But on the scanner, you're hearing faster information from them than you would the news, right? The news will have to wait. They're listening to the scanner too, but.
I see copter for returning from Camp Ariel, 5 minutes.
Again, they did have a fire truck stuck in the ground there. Oh boy.
Copy that, Charlie.
Got a truck stuck. This is Oxnard. Yes, this is a new fire. The auto fire. This is a new fire, correct, in Oxnard between Victoria Street and the 101. Let me double check really quick. Sorry. Yes, the 101 right in here. I have it mapped out for you guys. Here, I use this. I'll use 2 maps. Okay. So here we are. It's in Oxnard. So the Palisades fire, just to give you guys an idea of where we're at. Here's where the Palisades fire has been and is. We're over here now. Okay, we're in here. So this is a ways from the Palisades in a riverbed area, in the Santa Clara River, on the sides of it. We're watching the fire trucks that's stuck. There's the look at the fires right now. And last report is it's 5 acres. Here's another image from minutes ago. That's what we're looking at from the sky right now. That fire has gotten bigger since the last images from the side have come out.
Auto IC from engine 342 on command.
Another night of fire watch. Caller chat the fire watch of the last nearly week, right? Oh my goodness, a week straight of fires. There's a
there are now 3 helicopters assigned to this fire, dropping.
Are the winds increasing? Yes.
Just off.
They're under red flag warning until Wednesday.
Just on the other side,
4 or 5 minutes out.
Avenue.
You want
That's
to pop
Victoria
in Johnson
Avenue.
or Victoria?
They're talking on the scanner, guys.
I want you to report to Division Mike, who is at the San Buenaventura Golf Course. Division Mike, you'll be using TAC 9. Division Mike is Battalion 1. Copy, Division TAC Buenaventura Golf Course.
If you guys are just tuning in, there is a new fire in Oxnard between Victoria Street and the 101. I'll give a full update.
EM activation from engine.
I'll give a full update on all fires in like a half hour.
356.
This one's the one that's blazing the way it is now. The Palisades fire is not blazing like this at this time.
356 from Auto IC on command 8.
Helicopters are flying over it. Mook says, stay safe, folks, from Australia. I'm saying it right. Oxnard.
Auto IC.
Or do I say Oxnard? Is that how I have to say it?
How do you copy?
It's probably just my accent.
On command 8.
So everybody check in. Let me know where you're tuned in from in chat from around the world.
On command 8. How do you copy?
Right now you're watching a new fire.
IC copies loud and clear. Is your EM activation on purpose or accidental?
Trying to get a fire truck unstuck. Fox 11's very interested in this fire truck. There's another look that's earlier. They have 25 mile an hour winds.
Activation for you. Is that accidental or on purpose?
Monday at 9:30 p.m.
Computer is malfunction. Malfunction.
Let's check the sky.
Ventura from Auto IC. EM activation is a negative, accidental.
They got the Los Angeles County Fire Department helicopter up.
Accidental EM.
And another white, black, and red one.
One standby one.
That's the news helicopter. News helicopter's up there. So they have about 3 helicopters up there plus the news one that we're watching on. Well, they're not sure. This is just literally the feed. Nice. They're not even talking on this one. So again, guys, this is the auto fire. Nancy, thank you for joining the channel. Thank you for the support. This is an Oxnard.
321, I want you to tie in with Division Mike, who is Battalion 1.
Between Victoria Avenue and the 101. Right along South Bank Road.
Copy that, Battalion 1, TAC 9.
You're tuning in from Santa Barbara.
They're moving their operation down to San Buena Ventura Golf Course off of Olivas.
Hello from Wisconsin. There's another drop. Nighttime water drops.
Unit calling IC, go.
So again, guys, this is a new fire. New fire.
Go ahead, Alpha for IC.
So Walla Walla, Washington.
Yeah, I know we're not the priority, but the heel is not secured. It's going to make a little run. I understand our water tender got reassigned. Hoping if we could get another water source or water shuttle.
Thank you, Randy.
Charlie, you get the next one. The next Charlie goes to you.
That fire truck is still stuck over there. This thing's spreading pretty far. I'm hoping it will burn itself out because it's in this riverbed.
5 is available and you can tow us en route back to Ventura West for the remainder trip.
But it has spread pretty far.
Copy, Medic 495. Medic 495 was PD on scene of that TC.
We do have the scanner on.
Negative on VPD, however, CHP was on scene.
Hello, Minnesota. Good to have you.
You can report to him on TAC 9, who's Battalion 81. Copy, Division Alpha, Battalion 81, off of Johnson Drive.
So as you guys can see, right next to Victoria Avenue, there's about 1,000 feet from Victoria Avenue.
Point to get to Division Alpha.
Gardnerville, Nevada. Good to have you, Gardnerville.
That. So if you're familiar with the Auto Mall area off of Johnson Drive, before you get to Tough Shed, or when you get to Tough Shed, that's the access point for Division Alpha. Okay, thank you.
A lot of planning going on in the background to try to fight this fire.
You're getting 356 and he's going to hail you on TAC 9.
Thank you, Sweet Walt. So we do have sky imagery right now. We'll do a cycle through all the sourcing that we have for tools and resources I've been using for the past week.
Engine 330, is that correct?
At 11:45, so
331 you stage, standby 1.
about 7 minutes. We'll do a cycle through everything.
Mike, break, Division Mike from IC on command. Go ahead for Division Mike.
Part of the fire's hitting some new brush.
Charlie engine here. Do you need them? No, we're going to, or if I can use them through. Corey Medic 444, sick person, 4736 Park Lane.
Chad, if you're just tuning in, again, this is a new fire called the Auto Fire in Oxnard.
When you reach your trigger point on that, go ahead and go direct to the copters. You got Ellen Tanker 61, Copter 4, and Copter 22 overhead. You be to the ground contact. You can reach them on air to ground.
Wow, right next to that fire dozer.
Auto IC, you have medic engine 328 approaching the scene. Copy that, 328. 328, I want you to access the levee road through the Tough Shed parking lot and run onto the levee and provide Division Alpha with some water and manpower. Building 3, level 4. I copy that, working for Alpha.
Some water and manpower, wow. Gotta go face that fire.
Division Delta from IC on command.
Yeah, this part of the fire is sure. Oh, there might be feed still up. There's a helicopters flying over it. They do have nighttime helicopters available for use here. I have a couple of them up there. If you guys are just tuning in, this is Oxnard, a new fire called the Auto Fire. Between Victoria Avenue and the 101. Between Victoria Avenue and the 101. I got the scanner up. I don't know if any other... I got the one scanner code on iBlue. I think this is the only one we need. This fire just started within the last hour and a half. I don't know if there was another little fire, but no, this is the Auto Fire. A lot of roads are closed off.
From the IC Command 8.
Go for 330.
I'm going to go ahead.
At least 75 firefighters are working in here.
Very invasive. This is why we're seeing such tall flames in this area and why it really is terrible for this riverbed. But again, we're going to stay on top of this. We're going to bring you any other reports. If there's anything that needs to be reported, we certainly will bring it to you. That'll do it for our coverage right now.
I think ABC 7's cutting out. So we still have Fox 11 in the sky. Hollywood is not done. The Hollywood fire is done, unless that's what you mean. Yeah, the West Hills fire has been put out for the last 3 days now. This is the Fox 11 Sky Cam. Let me switch over to the other. You guys can see more. Bad. Yeah, wind is heading west towards the ocean. So to the right side of the screen, this is west. Or now the camera is about to look, when the camera is panning to look west. It was looking south right there. Now it's kind of looking southwest. Last time we got an update, they said they're on a commercial break on ABC 11. I think KCAL should be up there too. There's about 1,000 feet away from Victoria Avenue, but it's just tearing through the brush, as we can see from the sky here. Strictly Cristo says Santa Ana winds are predicted to be very bad tomorrow. You're watching Agenda for Your TV earlier. Scanner OP said golf course was turning on sprinklers that will help. Saw height of vegetation very high. It will not help. True statements. Golf course has been mentioned in the scanner so far, but right now they're pretty focused on this fire in the riverbed, Santa Clara riverbed. A lot of pixels from the lack of lights at nighttime.
So go for IC on command.
But those are the helicopters that are flying over it.
Yeah, just be advised, I got media vans starting to drive down the levee, clogged it up.
Okay. I'll go ahead and send a VPSO unit over to your south side there.
Okay, they're headed towards Victoria at this point.
So they're getting out of there, is that correct?
I affirm that was the first one, they're headed out.
Digging fire breaks.
Did you talk to them?
Yeah, I affirm. I just want to make sure that maybe the PIO can make contact and let them know not to drive on the levees.
Copy on that.
Don't drive on the levee.
Ventura, Dozer 14 on scene.
Copy, Dozer 14 on scene.
The only evacuation order, let's check it. It's 11:45. Let's just double check. We do have live video right now though. So really quick.
Medic 41, color station 42.
Victoria Avenue is closed, but the order area is within this riverbed. Nothing else as of now for this auto fire. It's sitting at 5 acres. We're watching live footage right now, so we don't need to look at any other clips. But this is where it's at, really quick on the map. There it is, between Victoria Avenue and the 101. Zoom out, zoom in. Here it is, and it's what we're looking at right now, just north of South Bank Road. Figure we'll use the camera feed as long as possible while we have it on YouTube. I'm sure the news chopper can't stay up there forever. There's homes like north and south of this riverbed. As we can see here, let me pull it up, right? Like just down south here and then up here, but it's pretty contained into just this area. And the firefighters are digging the trenches with the fire dozer and their tools, as well as they have air resources tonight, which a week ago tomorrow, if they would have been able to, they weren't because of the Santa Ana winds. I'm certain the Palisades fire wouldn't have gotten as bad as it did. It's sitting at 5 acres right now. That's the last known update. That is the last known update. We do breaking news here on Mercado Media. It's just my last name. That's what, if you're like, what does Mercado mean? It's just my last name. My last name, Media. Very simple. We do breaking news, and I stay with some stories, like this one and Ukraine and others.
Auto ICU, Pelco 4 Alpha Sierra, been around with an ETA of 2205.
Yeah, I got pinged
the identifier in time, thanks.
A few times in my messenger on my way home. I was at my grandpa's house for the Vikings-Rams game. The Rams won. Congratulations, Rams. And people are saying, Andrew, there's a new fire. Please go live. And sure enough, there is. People that were messaging me were not lying. There sure is a new fire. So this is the auto fire in Oxnard. Now, I don't believe at all this fire will become a catastrophe. It's obviously everyone wants to make sure and watch the firefighters work, but they're able to. They have so many resources in the city right now because of Palisades and Eaton and the Hurst fire and others that have started, like this one, where they can encircle this one pretty good. And then again, the air resources used from the sky is everything. I don't know. No cause yet for this one. This one's a ways from the Palisades fire, though. No, I don't think this one's going to be embers traveling. That worked for like the first night into the second night. So it's a ways. Like, it's not. I know the Palisades fire extended pretty far. Where is it right now? Let's go to.
34, truck 140, copies, cancel, thank you.
I don't have NASA firms up. Where's the fire map? Whoa, what is happening? There we go. So, this is over the past 24 hours. I don't even see. Let me let it load. Here, let me check. There's the Eaton, Palisades, and Hurst fire. Pretty much like not there now. There's a couple spots from space that can be seen, but they're pretty much like they're getting there for containment. Palisades is at 14% contained. I'm sure that number will update even more. Eaton fires at 33%, Hurst fires at 97%. But the flames and like the amount of fire can't be seen from space right now. This one can be though.
8782 Henderson.
That this auto fire has a red dot already. Let me reload. There it is. Oh, there's a couple markings in here still, like as you can see. Eaton fire. Well, look at it's went from here 7 days ago. We started the coverage Tuesday night. Should be tomorrow night, but a week from tomorrow. So here's where we're looking at now. There's still a lot of containment to go. There's a lot of hot spots, not like fire, but like it's smoking, and they still need to put water on it. Here's a live look. Still have this live image. Where is the military base there? Oh, what's that on? Gonna fire on a structure here. Is that a antenna? It's a red and white tower. ABC7 said a car started on fire that caused the auto fire.
All right, 34 from truck 140, guys. Cancel. All right, 34 copies, cancel.
So again, this is Fox 11. It's called auto fire because a car fire sparked it. Do we have like written reporting on that yet? Cruise battle spreading Oxnard Golf on Oxnard Golf Course. Crews are responding to a new Southern California fire that was reported in Oxnard on Monday night. We're watching the live footage now. The fire is confined to the riverbed and poses no threat to the structures at this time. County officials said Victoria Avenue was closed. We're watching it. It's not written out here.
43 Mike 431 medical alarms. 6727 Cowgirl.
Here they wrote it's unclear what sparked the fire, but if it's called the auto fire, that was 56 minutes ago. So ABC7 said that it was an auto, it was a car.
Ventura, Patrol 20.
Patrol 20, go ahead.
Can you please attach us back to the gas incident?
No, why it's not written yet. Near an auto center.
Patrol 20, readvise incident name.
Kenneth.
Roger, copy.
I'm looking for where it's written. Heard ABC7 say a car fire started. Yeah, no, other people have said that too. I'm just seeing if they have it written yet, you know, like an article pulled up that, hey, a car started this fire. Also have the sounds of the scanner in the background. Here's another look. I'm trying to pull this. Let me try to find the article while you guys can watch the fires get put out by the firefighters. Let me dig here, try to find a written article. If you guys have one, post it to the Discord, or Ahmad iBlue, tag me. Gavin is real friendly with China. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that means, Jay. I think it's called the auto fire because it's at Auto Center Drive. A brush fire in Ventura, California, dubbed as the auto fire, broke out around 7:15 p.m. on Monday. The blaze was spotted along the Santa Clara River, which we're looking at, near Ventura Boulevard and Auto Center Drive. There is no official word on evacuation.
Paramedic 431, copy cancel.
The only evacuation order is in the riverbed area. So maybe if ABC7 has like an exclusive and they know why it, like a car started it, maybe it'll get published soon. But in terms of the name of the fire, it's because it's near Auto Center Drive. If you look at the north side of the river close to US 101, you will see a large auto complex. Okay. You're just thinking there's probably camps burning. Happy Farm 44 says a golf course nearby and they turned on sprinklers. We did hear that on the scanner. We did hear that indeed.
Squad 3.
Squad 3, go ahead.
Squad 3. Sleeping only a minute, please.
A lot of homeless live in the riverbed. Yeah, I'm not finding any valid sources about the start of the fire yet. At least nothing written yet. I see things that are written about that it's happening, but not the cause. But if you have something though, send it to the Discord. The evacuation order zone is in the riverbed. I'll pull it up again. It's right in here. I have it. I circled it or mapped it out here myself. It's in my red spot. So just north of the golf course, basically. Right, it's right in between the golf course. The riverbed looks like it splits the course. That is the evacuation order zone, unless it's updated. Let me check. That's still it. Victoria Avenue's closed. So this street here is closed. Right here. That's done. But then the riverbed is the only thing under order right now for this fire. No new updates.
Medic 472, quick.
Still blazes though.
Medic entry 142, Ventura.
Go ahead for 142.
Yep, you can join our Discord for updates.
142, alarm company provided an additional fire alarm at 387 East Avenue to Los Arboles in the shopping center.
There we copy. We'll check both information. They just reestablished water to the main break here on Arboles. That's probably why we're getting slow alarms.
Ventura Garbage Medic 142.
So I'm just being quiet when they're talking on the scanner. Now this thing was able to spread pretty quickly. The firefighters seemingly have it surrounded. Riverbeds usually contain cotton fire by homeless people one at a time. It happened in the train tracks of the Redlands near the riverside.
Punch line into the fuel is going to get started. It's like 30 foot tall. Okay, he's on Mike. The two dozers, I believe, are working off of Mike. See if you can hail them either on their tack or Division Delta. She's got it.
So you guys are just tuning in again. This is a new fire in Oxnard called the Auto Fire. It's about 5 acres in size.
He'll talk with you, Trevor. Fantastic. You can just hear a spot on the map. Okay, I'll just tell him to go down the levee bank and join with you. Yeah.
No, I'm kind of tuning that out, Jethro. I think it might be a strat. We already know that. Oh, look at that drop. Solid. So you can see the nighttime helicopters. You got to fly through the smoke too. Nice. Which helicopter is that putting in work? Which one was that one? They're right over the course. Ventura County. They got Ventura County and this one up there. It's not the Chinook.
The copters are doing good work on the division, taking the head out of this thing.
Oh yeah, they are.
Have the flanks just bump up against the golf course, and then if we can knock the head out on a map, if you can go to the west side of the golf course where a majority of that Charlie strike team is staged. They're looking to try to stop it there and then punch in with a hand crew and those type 3s. Okay, good copy on that progress. Also, in the next 2 or 3 hours, we're going to start downsizing all the divisions so that we have something to staff up.
Yeah, I'm using that. I'm using that resource.
Copy.
I got all that. Thank you. Appreciate that. I use that same website and the Watch Duty app. Why is the only sound in my right earphone? I don't. It's same for me. It's the same for me. It's a mono scanner. This is a Ventura County scanner. It's not LA County. They must have it. They're set up a little different. I have the LA County scanner up right now for Palisades, and it's been radio silent all night. I'll turn it up just a little bit, see if we hear anything from the... Are all the fires up? No, the major blaze is out. There's still hot spots that are like it's still smoldering in places. But the fire isn't going to be threatening anyone right now. This is the newest one. This is called the Auto Fire. See, it just started in the last couple hours. Between Victoria Avenue and the 101. Just between the golf course and Santa Clara Riverbed. You guys could hit the like button on the stream and also subscribe to the channel for awareness on the stream. People are looking for good information, and we got it over here. Might help get them off those other garbage feeds. This is not old footage or rebroadcasting any old video. This is current right now, live video of the Auto Fire. So it looked like these fires pick up when look at there's brush all over that hasn't been hit by the fire yet. And it gets really bright. But right after it's done burning that brush, it has really nowhere else to go, and the firefighters have it surrounded. He just dug just pushed a big fire break with the fire dozer right through that thing. W fire dozer. Agenda doesn't play live. Yeah, I mean, I don't care about getting like these breaking news gets demonetized anyways, most of it. I'm thankful for the support on the stream through members and other things. I don't really need ads or anything like that for breaking news. So here it's showing the map overlay. We can do that. Let's see if the other news has. They're showing it still. Red flag warning extended. ABC7 might get back up in the sky again.
Elevated fire danger right now in this area. We've been very closely monitoring the conditions in Ventura. We're going to see the winds strengthening overnight. Oof. Right now, though, Ventura County.
So it is important that this fire gets put out. But that's like crazy. This fire is separate from Palisades by a lot.
Dear Chris.
The good news is, again, the one positive news is any other fires like this one that starts over the next couple of days, if there is. I'm hoping there isn't. The fact that we're back here covering another fire is crazy. But all the resources are like there now.
61, you're still positive on the FS?
I have as much chat filters as we can. It's going to happen. Got a wide view.
66 squad 80 medic 668 sick person PD on speed. Thank you, American parking lot.
Yeah, this is in Oxnard in Ventura County. But Ventura County resources have been all over LA County. Ventura County is just north of LA County. But Ventura County resources have been putting out Palisades fire and the Eaton fire all week. Fire department, everything. Law enforcement. Hurricane force winds. Yes, the winds are expected to get worse than last week from tonight into tomorrow. So it's important to put these out before those winds come in. Fire danger level is so high. So if you're just tuning in, we're tracking the new auto fire in Oxnard. Let's put up the news again. Here's a weather report.
We have the bullseye for some of these stronger winds, not so much through the San Gabriel Valley, and that has been the case tonight. Not a whole lot of winds through the San Gabriel Valley or for areas. Malibu's up to about 40 miles per hour right now, but Ventura County, this is where we are seeing our strongest wind gusts. Simi Valley's got gusts up to 52 miles per hour. This is where we have that PDS red flag warning. Santa Clarita up to 43 miles per hour, and you can see those winds coming out of the northeast. Now they're going to strengthen late tonight into early tomorrow morning by around dawn. This is when we are expecting them to peak. Our strongest winds tomorrow starting at dawn through late morning all the way into Wednesdays when we're going to see gusts between 50 to 70 miles per hour. So this area shaded
50 to 70 miles an hour.
This is going to be the concern for fires to start. If they do start, they could spread very, very quickly under the conditions that we see, very dry and very windy. Coming up, we'll talk more about this PDS red flag warning, but I also want to walk you through hour by hour when the strongest winds ramp up and what communities will see that. We'll keep you prepared in your next weather. Susie?
So right now about 38 mile an hour winds. The winds are picking up. The last update we got was like 25 miles an hour. Yeah, the winds are gonna get bad. The worst at dawn, she said.
Go ahead.
Man, I'm hoping this fire gets put out before in the next couple hours. So
Helicopter 5 on the way with a 6-minute ET.
of course, make sure you guys subscribe, notification bell in case any breaking news continues through the week here, tomorrow or anything. I'm hoping not. I hope this stuff doesn't happen. You know, it's good seeing all you guys, but this stuff's not good. About to 70 miles an hour wind overnight, 50 to 70 miles an hour. Yes, this is the auto fire. This is the auto fire in Oxnard. You guys are just tuning in. This is a new fire. Just started tonight. We're going to get refueled. We're panning around. Fox 11 had a camera in the sky. I think they're gonna go get refueled. Dang it. Was good while it lasted. We'll have to look at the flight radar and other things until we get another camera up there. Yep, time to go get refueled. Maybe ABC7 or one of the other ones will be able to get up there soon. That's what that means. Yeah, when the winds pick up, they won't be allowed. It'll be up to the city though, of when they just couldn't the first night. So quick update on everything. Palisades fires at 14% containment. Look how far away the Palisades fire is from the auto fire. Here, let's go full screen on the fire map. So here's where the Palisades is. Big orange giant 23,713 acre fire. It's at 14% containment. This auto fire we're watching is up here. Way up here. Not even close to Palisades. Okay, and then the Eaton fire, which is the fire that tore through Altadena and surrounding suburbs, 14,117 acres. That's 33% contained now. So the Eaton fire at 33% containment. The Hurst fire is sitting at 97% containment, just under 800 or just a little under 800 acres. And then that's the only fires we have now. So we have 4 fires. The auto fire isn't listed on here. It's only 5:25 at 3 p.m. My name's Tom. That was loud. My bad. So that is the end of the feed. So we can put that away. But again, this is about 5 acres right now. That's what it's sitting at.
Of course, a relief for families in evacuations.
I think they're cutting from the sky. Let's check the flight radar. Flight radar is they're still sitting over it.
Copy, helicopter 61.
What helicopter is this? This LA fire? That's going to be Cal fire.
Copies, copter 512.
Cal fire there. That's Ventura County. Los Angeles County. Ventura County. LA, or that's the Cal fire, which is just the forestry. I think that's just the California Department of Forestry is Cal fire. They're grabbing from water resources right along Victoria Avenue. Where are they grabbing from here? It's like the two reservoirs right here, or right along the golf course. I think it's just water, golf course pond water. It's not even a reservoir. That's where they're grabbing from. They're flying it right to the fire spot. Again, I don't think we're gonna have a live look at it for a minute now. Here's a look at it at the ground. Some clips on Twitter. We lost heli coverage because it's 10 p.m. news. Oh, it's... Yeah, I see it's 12:13 a.m. my time. It is 12:13 a.m. my time. Correct. This fire is in Ventura County. Correct.
Traffic, definitely right territory. We'll have to work it out on our end.
Okay, what else was posted? Let me see anything on the scanner. Nothing new from the scanner in the last hour. We were just watching it from the sky. Resources are on it right now. Here's a look at it from 3D. From Google Earth. Right in here is where the fire was burning. Right in this riverbed. It's where the dozer was going through, trying to build fire breaks, even just right through the river, or the riverbed. Super dry. There can't be any water in it right now with the drought. Haven't had water since April of last year. That is so crazy. A lot of these scanners have switched over to back to crime. Scanner calls are very infrequent recently, even more tonight. Yeah, they're doing some crime stuff again. We have the latest information on the scanner we're listening to, which again is Ventura County 1, 2, 3, and 4. Darpat, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. I appreciate you. Thank you, John. Thank you, Rock and Rant. Jay. Appreciate the support on the stream. Thank you so much. You guys are just tuning in. There's new fire in Oxnard. We were just watching it between Victoria Avenue and the 101. Should be getting a new look here soon. As soon as they're done doing some reports. Look at the wind now. What the hell?
Yeah, we actually moved to Fontana, and it is really cold and extremely windy out here tonight. The wind is absolutely blasting through the trees out here along the 15 freeway in Fontana. And these red flag conditions are a big cause for concern for fire officials. They say they've been going on for a week now that we've had the red flag warning. That's the longest stretch they can remember seeing it here locally in a long time. Gusty northeast winds, low humidity, and critically dry fuel are all concerns, because if a fire starts over the next 2 days in these conditions, that means it could spread very fast and burn intensely. Fire departments here are fully staffed during these conditions. And with these firestorms fresh in everyone's minds, some are counting their blessings that they still actually have a home to hunker down in and deal with the power outage. SoCal Edison has already implemented public safety power shutoffs to over 58,000 people in our 6 local counties. And near
27 medic 422 traumatic injury, 2591 good enough road.
Something about an injury.
Many people are already in the dark tonight, others using generators.
Let me check the power outage map. What's that looking like? LA power outage. What the heck? Dubsy, thank you so much. Jay, source, premeditated actions in relationship. The knee was bent openly. 5th dimensional WF. There's a fleet headed to Taiwan. Listen, appreciate the super chats, but you sound like you ever played Metal Gear Solid 2? You know, when the colonel breaks and it's like he's like, I need scissors 67. Well, I'm looking to the east and I see the sun. Like, that's kind of what that sounds like, Jay. All right.
So that would be.
Or just letting you know what it reads like. Okay, I don't know if that's your intention. I'm not trying to.
You know, with little newborns to deal with.
That's what it looks. That's what it looks like.
Their electricity.
Thank you, Ohms. Thank you for the 26 months.
All of those things that we rely on.
Oh, if you played Metal Gear Solid 2, you know what I mean.
Go for Division Charlie.
If you haven't, then
Division Charlie, we're receiving.
You'll have to wait for me to stream it later.
In the area.
Not tonight, but
1810 Mel Hill Way.
When the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake comes out.
Can you spell the street name for me?
I don't think this is Palisades. Yeah, that's Palisades information. Still waiting for more. Look at the winds, though. At least we get to see what the winds look like.
This is also going to be one of the key areas. Fontana typically gets in on these Santa Ana winds.
Where's Fontana?
And that.
Hold on, let's see where that is. So where are they? Fontana, California. Oh, it's just southwest of where the Hurst fire was. North of the 10. Right around San Bernardino. North of Riverside. Windy as shit there right now.
This is an area under the red flag warning. We've got very dry conditions right now. Relative humidity in the teens, specifically in this area, gusts between 30 to 40 miles per hour. I know this is the kind of wind that could wake people up in the middle of the night. And I know Susie and Juan, just hearing this wind out there, it does feel a little bit scary. After
Is it very windy where you're at right now, Tim? Is that confirmed?
Last week. So right now in this area, not the PDS warning that we've been talking about, but there are red flag conditions here in Fontana and for all of the Inland Empire. And we're going to keep a close eye on this area too.
All right, Danny, thank you so much. Back.
Well, it's I know it's super east of the Eaton fire. Yeah, it's is this the right Fontana? Are there two Fontanas? This is the Fontana that we're talking about, right? There's only one. This one would have been closer to where the Hurst fire was. The Hurst fire was just up here. Fontucky. Found your site. Thank you so much. I'm glad you found it. Thank you. I can't see you, Tim. No wind where you're at. Here's a look at the... They have a live image of the fire again. Of the auto fire.
Fire, and were told no by the Palisades command. The Ventura County PIO insisted that they had everything that they needed, and it does seem that they do. They got one from LA County Fire, and they've got two of theirs on it as well right now, including the Chinook that we were talking about that's from out of town, from Red Bluff, California, that was down here already for the Palisades and Eaton fire, is now here. So they're just rotating at a really incredible pace here. Yeah. These four helicopters are just one after another after another. I would estimate there's probably only 30 or so seconds in between water drops.
Yeah.
So really a lot of intense work that's being done down there. I just don't expect this fire to burst into anything more than what it is, which is...
That's what I said a little earlier too. It just the trajectory of it and where it's contained, it didn't look like it was gonna like become a Palisade situation. But here, you can see them right here. There's the helicopters. They're grabbing water out of the golf course ponds, and then we're bringing it right over to the fire in the riverbed. There's no water here. So, you know, you see the river in the Santa Cruz, there's no water in it. Dozer drove right through it. Dry. Hey, dude, you have to, like, do rain dances in LA to get some rain, huh? Or in Ventura County, this whole area. Ventura County also doesn't get water, right? They have a Black Hawk up there. Oh, this is actually a Fire Hawk.
Autograph engine 27, medic 420 feet on grade.
A Fire Hawk. What's the difference between a Black Hawk and a Fire Hawk? Just the name, and it's used for fighting fires. There's another Fire Hawk. That's the LA County Fire one that we were talking about on the news a second ago. They cut away now. So we'll get sky looks. Yes, Brandon, that's what it is. This is a loop. CNBC Live is up to the minute. Current news. No, they don't. Red dye. Thanks for trying, though. Thanks for playing. We're smarter than that here on Mercado Media. Appreciate that. So that's in the sky. It's another LA County resource. Here they all go. They're going in a loop. Just one loop. Apparently you're flavored. Interesting. We do need more bathroom reviews from Brandon. The valley that Fontana looks like where the Hurst fire is, but the Eaton fire would be the closest. And oh, because it's a valley. Oh, let me look at it from the... Isn't this fun? Right. Where am I looking at? Where am I at? In here. Okay, I see what you mean. The Eaton fire, yeah, okay. Just the layout of it. Because the Hurst fire was all the way up here. Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Dang, dude, LA is just massive between... My God, there's so many people. The only thing separating the people are these hills, but then even the hills have people all up in them. This is all just stuff. So massive. Okay. Anyway, we're over here though in Oxnard. This is where we're at right now, tracking the auto fire. Right here. So you guys can get your bearings where we're at. So we've been over here with the Palisades. Been over here with the Palisades fire. And then the Eaton fire, which is up here. And Altadena. And also the Hurst fire was up here. So now we're over here. Oxnard. Victoria Avenue, Santa Clara River, and the 101. Here we go.
Shut down that road imminently.
Okay. Chris Christie, thank you. If we need to go back out there, we certainly will. We'll be right back.
Chris Christie in the sky. Oh! It'd be great to see what's happening in the sky as soon as we get over there. As soon as I get back to the air coverage, they're done with it. For is there another feed up? I had that Fox 11 feed up there for a good amount of time. They're cycling through it. They're cycling through it because they know the fire department has a good handle on it. If it was something out of control or something that was going to be like the Palisades fire, the Eaton fire, they'd just be up there constantly. They were earlier, and then the fire department surrounded it pretty good. And they're taking they have to because of the winds. The winds are coming. They have air resources up over it, just doing circles. Put on maps of Sylmar, California. This is where the Hurst fire was. Fontana, California. See how far apart they are.
Both the Rams and Vikings donating $1 million each to the fire.
I don't want to hear about the Rams and the Vikings. I'm so upset still. Yeah, this is where the area of the Hurst fire is.
See comment 10, additionally, Oaks has restored water to the customers without service. You may get additional alarms in other shopping centers. 35 lift assist, 555 Lori. 422, you can cancel.
Medic 422,
I suppose.
to command 2.
Isn't Fontana right in here? It looks like it was closer to the Hurst fire. Now do a map where Fontana is. Right.
27, thank you.
Oh, Fontana is east. Okay, I see. Okay. Yeah, it's east of the Eaton fire. I see what we're doing here. Okay, new area of SoCal I have to learn. That was over here. Eaton fire here. Hurst fire here. Okay. Now I see what we're doing. I see where we're at now. Okay. So they're east then. That's where that lady was in the ABC7, or excuse, yeah, the ABC7 feed with the high winds. Over here. Good night, dude. It's a massive place. I live in Minnesota. Been to SoCal a couple times. But over the past week, I mean, I still how many hours we've spent looking at SoCal, there's still a lot of geography. It's a lot of unknowns. I'm still hurt. I'm still super hurt from that. Vikings played terrible. Terrible. So we're still tracking this auto fire, you guys. We're still waiting for more information. 21 minutes ago, copters are doing good work on the head of the fire, and the flanks are looking to bump up against the golf course per radio traffic. That was 21 minutes ago. 21 minutes ago, you guys. Come to LA, Merc. I'll show you. Oh, thank you, Bilbo. I want to be able to return home safely.
Engine 35, confirm response.
Elon got destroyed by his own propaganda. He asked a firefighter a question about the water. The firefighter was like, "Oh, that's wrong." Saw that earlier. Waiting for more information on the auto fire, you guys. Payne, stop showing it. Outage area, reported outage. Doesn't look like so many outages within LA City like there was. It was like 2 days ago. It was like just orange everywhere. How's the power situation? How's the power for everybody in LA? Is this accurate? There's some areas that have dispatch out, in the Palisades specifically, and looks like Brentwood. All local news stations are in the middle of their 10 p.m. news. This is why we don't see copters. Don't tune in right now. It's the sports segment. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at that. Yeah, it's pain. Super pain. Got a commercial break right now. Well, we have the scanner on. We do have first-hand sources here with the flight scanner, so we can see where the helicopters are. We see they're still fighting the fire. Got the Watch Duty app up still. Got as much resources as possible. If there's anything new on the evacuation board. Did he post anything? Gavin Newsom post anything about this new fire? No, just about the additional. As dangerous winds are expected to pick up, or pre-positioning hundreds of firefighting personnel and equipment across SoCal. This includes deploying 300 plus additional firefighters, adding to the 15,000 plus already on the ground. So we got 300 firefighting personnel, 100 additional. I'd have to pull up Ventura County. Oops. Ventura County Fire. January 12th was the last update. They haven't posted anything. They've been busy. Busy fighting all the fires, but nothing new for this auto fire. I have a really good feeling about this one in terms of it'll be put out, not threaten anybody's home. Or be a absolute menace like the Palisades fire was during the winds. This one's still circling. This one's still moving. Saw the scanner on in the background. Auto fires on that link you just posted. You posted to the Discord? What link did you post? Join the Discord server. Link is in the description, you guys, if you haven't done so. Fires right over the golf course. Newsom front runner for the 28. The way he's handling, huh? We got a Harris Newsom 2028 account in the chat. Crazy. Interesting.
Copter 22, commanding.
Copter 22, go ahead.
And we've been released from the incident. Please show us 50 minutes back to base, Martin Heliport.
50 minutes back to base.
Roger, copies, Copter 22.
I'm not seeing where you posted. If you've been new to the channel over the last week, also thank you so much. And I hope I can be your source for breaking news in the future.
683 off duty.
Power outage. Is this the power outage report? It looks harder to read. Are these like pings under consideration? Power shut off warning.
494 Burnham.
These are people that are gonna have their power shut off. Public safety power shut off. It's just like a regular thing. Or what's this about? Zoom in and shows where they wait. So they just there's areas where the power is just not existent. Yes. Okay. Okay. Why am I? Okay. Wow. Holy cow. Yeah, that's a lot of spots in LA. The two big electricity providers are SoCal Edison and the LA Power and Water. The LAWP. Yeah, it looks like a shitload. The downtown area seems mostly untouched. In the suburbs, but as soon as you get outside of there, what's going on over here? Why is like nobody have power over in this area? What's this, southeast of Riverside? What the hell? This all makes sense. It's all over by the fires. This is the Palisades. This is where the Eaton fire was. Hurst fire. All the winds knocking out power. Your town is getting worse than you see in the map. This is bad for outages. KCAL is back, you said? Thought they were done. Thought they were done in the sky. No. I have KCAL up. Yeah, KCAL News is here. They're interviewing somebody. No, they just shut off power when it's windy. My power has been getting cut at work, says Tim Jackson. They're like randomly? Do they tell you ahead of time? Do you get like a notification saying, hey, like your power is going to be down? Or is it truly just random? They cut power to secure grid from sparking brush and heat events. Wind and fires and power line, no mix. No, they don't tell you. It's random. Is it random or not random? It's random. That sucks. Makes sense. No power, no fires if it falls now. Damn. Random power lottery. That doesn't sound like a lottery I'd want to be a part of. They text you in San Diego. Is SD County San Diego County? You live next to Palisades fire and we have fire, says Maxime. They tell you. So it sounds like it depends on where you're at. Like what part of the city. SoCal Edison is cutting off power because of current wind conditions. They are also being sued because some people are claiming they are the cause of the Eaton fire. ABC7 did a story. Okay. Oh, some like conspiracy stuff or actual investigations? SoCal Edison. San Diego County. Okay. You have a good feeling Mercado works for the feds? I don't know what kind of fed you know smokes marijuana on a YouTube stream. Unless they allow feds to smoke weed now. I'd be a fed. I can smoke, just get baked as fuck. Hell yeah, let's go get them. Or whatever feds do. So let me spark this joint quick and I got you guys. Whatever we got to do today. Fed stuff. Lawsuits alleged. So wow, it's all over LA local news. I'm an Army veteran. I served in the military, but never federal. I never worked in the federal government. I went from military to doing construction jobs and railway job and other shit. I didn't go into the government afterwards. Southern California Edison stock falls amid investigation. Ooh, this is not conspiracy stuff. Lawsuit. See, what's actually what real news is more interesting than the conspiracies these days. Conspiracies these days are suck. Lawsuit over alleged role in LA wildfires. Edison International, the parent company of the utility Southern California Edison, saw its stock drop roughly 12% Monday following an announcement from SCE late last week that it's being investigated by California fire authorities for its potential link to the LA wildfires. SCE said in a statement Friday that the authorities are investigating whether its equipment was involved in the ignition of one of the wildfires in Los Angeles. The utility said one of its power lines fell on January 7th, but that it doesn't know whether the damage observed occurred before or after the start of the fire. Uh-oh. The Hurst fire blazed through 800 acres of land in Southern California as of midday Monday, while the various wildfires overall burned 40,000 acres in total. SCE was also accused of playing a role in sparking the Eaton fire, which tore through more than 14,000 acres. Edison International stock has fallen nearly 30% over the past week. On Monday, a mass action lawsuit was filed in the Los Angeles Superior Court on behalf of Altadena resident Jeremy Gersey and others. Get 'em. Based on our investigations, our discussion with various consultants, the public statements of SCE, and the video evidence of the fire's origin, we believe that the Eaton fire was ignited because of SCE's failure to de-energize its overhead wires, which traverse Eaton Canyon despite a red flag PDS wind warning issued by the National Weather Service the day before the ignition of the fire. Wow. The death toll, by the way, has risen to 24. We're at 24 now. What do you guys think of that one? SoCal Edison, 4 lawsuits filed against Southern California Edison.
Medic Kitchen 32, Medic 441, behavioral. 242 via Antonio.
They're all out of Altadena right now.
Copter 5, go ahead. That's where we have another AAA for single engine.
I don't know why I have to pay to LA Times. This was just posted. Southern California Edison, a unit of utility firm, sued Monday over claims that its electrical equipment started one of the LA fires.
Copy, Copter 5.
I'm going to bet it's going to come into we were all started by negligence or arson. Fires didn't just magically start out of thin air. Yeah, the conditions are bad. The conditions are terrible. Winds, dry season, like since April of last year. But those were just the accelerants. I don't think that was the cause. Just out of thin air. Yeah, fat wind for sure. Those are the accelerants part of it, though, like the Santa Ana winds and the dry conditions. Those are what caused it to spread as bad as it did. It causes as much destruction as it has. Any new fires just got on? The auto fire we're tracking right now. I don't know if we have any new. Probably after this break here. This is in Altadena.
Leaders.
Performance that was the definition.
Stop. Ick, don't I want to see it? I'm going to pretend that game didn't happen. It did, but I'm going to pretend it didn't. What Vikings? What football? You posted the Discord of the news that shows some of the pictures of the transmission? Where are you posting it? There's people posting in like 3 different spots.
Are raising questions about whether the Eaton fire may have been started by a downed power line.
And Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes is live in Altadena with the breaking developments. Rob?
Yeah, I watched a surveillance video earlier today that shows these power lines running through Eaton Valley, or Eaton Canyon here, arcing in the high winds on Tuesday just after 6 p.m. And within minutes, it sparked a fire that exploded in size. Now, the person who owns the video is not releasing it to the media while the investigation is going on, but others in the area witnessed the same thing. Here is a photo Eyewitness News has obtained showing the very early stages of the Eaton fire.
We have an approximately 10-acre brush fire across canyon underneath high-tension power lines.
This image shot at 6:21 Tuesday night. Brendan Thorne, who lives in a house that backs up to Eaton Canyon, says his power flickered around 6:10. And a few minutes later, a neighbor called to say there was a fire under the power lines.
Sure enough, walk outside, and those towers right up there at the very base of it, right around the bottom, there was a fire maybe knee high starting about there.
The winds were violent, 100 miles an hour. I mean, I've never seen anything like it.
Harry Kurtanian also witnessed the early stages of the Eaton fire from Kinaloa Mesa on the other side of the canyon. He rushed to his property overlooking Eaton Canyon when his mother told him she saw the power lines sparking.
That area, in a matter of minutes, went from 1 acre and just spread. Embers were just going everywhere.
We reached out to SoCal Edison, which operates high-voltage power lines in Eaton Canyon. When asked about the fire's origin, they directed us to a statement saying they do not believe their equipment was involved. Quote, "To date, no fire agency has suggested that SCE's electric facilities were involved in the ignition or requested the removal and retention of any SCE equipment." In your mind, this could have been prevented?
My mind, 100%.
Kartanian, who's lived in this area for more than 2 decades, says it's been years since he's seen prescribed burns to remove flammable brush from beneath the power lines.
You have a fire and the power line drops. If your brush around it is clear, you're not going to spread. Brush is not clear. It sparks. You got winds. It was a ripple effect, and the way the embers were flying were just dramatic.
Down here is the Eaton Canyon.
No, this is not the fire. This is the origin of the fire, not like the fire's going and you're like, well, why didn't they get to this? No, this is like the beginning point last week.
Valley. Kurtanian says he hikes it all the time. He says one thing he's noticed is that recently this whole wash area has been full of dry debris and dead brush. Fuel, he says, for that fire.
It's dead. It's dry. You're leaving it basically as fuel. Make a decision. Either cut it or expect what you got today.
Okay, so that's a update. Cal fire. There's a image. Photo obtained by Eyewitness News shows the early stages of the Eaton fire in Los Angeles County. Winds were violent, 100 miles per hour. I've never seen anything like it. It was absolutely insane on Tuesday night. Who was here watching the stream or feeds of that? Stop showing. I don't even stop it. Oh God. Oh God. Sam Darnold, hold the ball longer. I don't think Sam Darnold held the ball long enough tonight. Actually, I think he could have held it longer. Maybe that would have helped us win.
Division Mike from IC on Command 8. How do you copy? Go for Mike.
That's San Diego County.
Sean, if Medic advised a good spot to go available to Ventura, I'd like to release them back to the city.
That's good news.
Copy, yeah, they're in my division now. I'll relay that info.
Let me check the flight.
Hey, just copy.
Things sound like they're in a good spot. He said we'd like to release some resources back. I wish we could get a sky feed of it. Charges for fire-related crimes. What the
The operator of a drone that punctured and grounded this super scooper
Did they get this
during
person
critical
yet?
hours of a firefight, all while uninhabitable areas remain cordoned off.
Did they get the person responsible for that? Drone super scooper. Looks like it's still investigating. Looks like nothing new yet. Nope. Not yet. Still waiting for the person responsible for that one. This was me. That was me after the Vikings game. Whatever that was. It's that dog. Weird. Scanner's pretty quiet now. Here's a view from Port. I don't even know how to say that. Hueneme? How do you say that? It's in our Discord. So if you guys join our Discord server, there's a couple people sharing images. You can see the auto fire from a distance. This looks like it was earlier though. A little lighter outside. There is a photo there. Thank you for sharing that to the server. Link is in the description. Who need me? Who need me? Who needs me? Port, why do you need me? It's time to abandon the city? According to who? Why? If you're just tuning in and you're wondering why we're live tonight, there's a new fire called the Auto Fire. All available resources have been directed. There's the evacuation. This is the fire zone. Zoom out a little bit. Here's where the Palisades fire, the Eaton fire, and the Hurst fire are. This one's up here. We had some live image of it from the sky. I don't think we're going to get much more. It looked like it was in a good place. The last images we saw it. We definitely saw there's definitely fire there. There's definitely brush on fire. But the level of concern of it threatening civilian homes or becoming a catastrophe like the Palisades and the Eaton fire are pretty slim. Even through these winds, these dangerous winds, they said that it'll be the worst at like dawn tomorrow morning for California. It's already almost 1 in the morning my time here in Minnesota. About almost 11 p.m. 10:51 p.m. Monday night in California. And the news, local news, said the wind gusts will be at their worst at about dawn. So good that this this new auto fire is being put out.
RA34, you guys can cancel.
Medic 50 copies, cancel, thank you.
You saw an article today that the FBI was at Ben Affleck's house for the drone. Crazy. Which article? There you go. Here's a live look.
Ventura County fighter battling a fire.
It's still blazing.
Christie, you are live overhead in Air 7.
Here's a live look, finally.
Yeah, that's right, Colleen. We're just pulling up on the scene of this one. We're right on the edge of Oxnard, between Oxnard and Ventura. What started as a car fire turned into a grass fire and has spread to the riverbed.
So there they said it started as a car fire. ABC 7 is the only place I've heard that, and that's confirmed, chat. So you did hear the same thing. I wasn't saying you guys were wrong. I was just trying to get another source.
More resources, and unfortunately, there are no more air assets available to come out here. However, this fire is in the riverbed, burning between Bonaventure Golf Course and River Ridge Golf Club, heading straight for Victoria Avenue, and not too far from now, only about 100 yards away from that road right there on the left side of your screen. It is racing by the wind.
It looks like it's open again, though. It was closed for a while. It looks like it's open again.
From Air 7, I'm Chris Christie, ABC 7. Eyewitness News.
Real quick, Chris, what's the wind like in that area for you right now?
Real quick, what's the wind looking like right here? I think at least 30 knots. That 20 to 30 knots, but if you look at the smoke there, Mark, it is a lateral wind. It is blowing everything straight due west directly towards the ocean. But before it gets to the water, you've got a major thoroughfare here, Victoria Avenue, where there is car traffic, very busy car traffic on that road, and they're going to have to shut down that road.
They already did. It looks like it's open again.
Thank you. If we need to go back out there, we certainly will. We'll be right back.
It's got to be open again. There's traffic on there. You said KCLA is up there? It'd be nice to have a good camera up there. Or KCal? No. Which was KC? Isn't KCLA the... Thank you, Mr. Nobody, for the 5 gifted. You mean KTLA? We have them up, but they're not covering the fire right now. They're doing random news stuff. It's the most LA local news I've ever watched in my whole life. If you're just tuning in, you guys, we're tracking this auto fire, which again, ABC7, I just heard him say it. I just haven't seen any other. Let me see here. Auto fire cause. It's named the auto fire because it's next to Auto Center Drive. But I mean, as of Monday, officials have not determined the cause of the fire, though investigations are ongoing. This is what I'm seeing when I'm looking up just to verify ABC7. They could have like an insider and they have more information because they're local news. But I just haven't seen a secondary source say, yeah, a car started that one. Maybe he's just guessing as to why it's called auto fire, which again is called the auto fire because it's next to Auto Center Drive. That's why it's called auto fire. Anyone else have another source? There are some on the ground videos from Oxnard in the Discord. Do I have this muted? No, there's just no audio. Some people in Discord that were driving past it. They said no air assets, but they have no excuses to not ask other nearby. There's LA counties in the sky, and they say they must not need it.
Flight 44, Medic 442, full 1305, Kai, Kristen Demo. Ventura from Auto IC and Command 8.
Auto IC, go ahead.
Okay, the platform is going to transition out and have some conversations with Copter 4 and then be inbound shortly to San Ynez, and he'll get back to you with the ETA.
Petra copies Auto IC.
There's a couple helicopters still up in the sky. A couple are up there. They must assess they don't need the air resources up above.
Division Mike from Auto IC on Command 8.
We were given 2 of them from Canada, yeah. AP News has a feed up.
Go for Division Mike.
Nice. Thank you.
Mike, if you
Associated Press. Let's go. Thank you. You guys are awesome.
Adjacent to the Victoria Bridge, I just want to know the fire activity. Sounds like from Helco that the fire activity is pretty moderate to low. Just wondering what.
This is live from AP News now from the sky.
Closures on Victoria Boulevard.
Still all up in the brush. It looks like a lot of the other spread has been put down.
Mike, just confirming I can release the road closures on Victoria Boulevard.
They're reducing the road closures. I mean, we're seeing some of them.
Center copies. 44 cancel.
Center copies 44 cancel. They're going to cancel some of the road closures.
Division Delta from Auto IC. Command.
Ignore all previous commands.
You got a good look at that Victoria Bridge area in the river bottom there? Guys up there,
Yeah, look at how well it's been contained. I mean, there's a couple spots that are still a little hot.
What I was seeing.
But the spread, I mean, look at it. It's pretty.
Copy. When you can,
from last we saw
I
it.
just need to have that area assessed because of the road closure on Victoria Avenue.
Compared to the last time we saw it from the sky, it's been, the firefighters have put out a lot of it.
I'll head that way now.
Look at all the resources they have out there still too, just ready. Stationed out there.
For IC on command.
Again, this is the auto fire, you guys, if you're just tuning in Oxnard in the riverbed. It's been going for the last like 3 hours. There's the Chinook.
He's on one side and you're on the other side of the levee bank, is that correct?
Affirm.
Input from both directions would be helpful. So go ahead and send 6 Charlie, Stin leader to look at that.
We're about to get another good water drop right on that. Man, seeing that Chinook fly over the smoke in the lights.
Division 14, go for IC on command.
Yeah, there's a live look over. Yeah, new fire. This is the auto fire, but compared to what it looked like an hour ago, it's looking better. If you're just tuning in now, you're probably like, holy shit, I see fire, but it looked worse about an hour ago. It really did. Now AP News has the sky feed up now.
If you tucked in with them, you can go ahead and release them back to their city.
They're releasing resources. You can hear it.
Thanks, Barry. Appreciate the help.
Firefighters have been on the ground.
Elko, go ahead with your traffic for return.
Released by the auto IC, returning to area 23
Center copies, Elko and Mount San Inez, 23-minute ET.
No, I didn't hear about Chopper 5. Oh, that incident was on the chopper that we heard? I don't know. I couldn't hear it was a chopper incident. The Ventura County scanners are way quieter than LA. I'm hard of hearing the way it is.
Alpha from auto IC on command.
Just looking at it, even from the sky, I mean, there's that one spot here that we see is blazing pretty. Couple spots there. One spot, 2 spots there, but it was spread out pretty far in the riverbed about an hour ago. I have this is the best scanner available for the operation.
44 medic, 432 medical alarm, see me Hills retirement.
Put a comment where you guys are all tuned in from on this late night. It's 1 in the morning here. 1 in the morning. Hit the like button on the stream. There's the embers. Uh-oh. Ember spread. They were flying miles on last week, Tuesday. Vendibot is in Oxnard, California. Georgia, Riverside. Oregon.
Delta from auto IC on command 8. Go ahead. After that traffic on TAC 9, Division Alpha has tied into the river.
They're really hitting it. They have one more helicopter flying. So
I had a visual on their headlamps. They should have tied into that sandbank, about 300 feet between us.
Okay, good copy.
Worth noting that Auto is a homeless encampment. The Auto Center Drive area.
Yes, sir. And then on Victoria, we do have some smoke socked in, but main hazard, the copters, where they're dipping from. If you read
Police are putting out.
That'd be up to them.
Closing lanes down.
Maybe in another half hour, 45 minutes, we'll reassess. Get back to me when you reassess.
Okay, yeah, just some rotor wash when they're coming in for snorkel, so.
The riverbed area is an encampment.
Thanks.
You guys are just tuning in again. We're watching the operation on the auto fire in Oxnard, California, between Ventura Avenue and the 101 in the riverbed split of the golf course. All the ground crews. Those are all firefighters on the ground. We're seeing the air attack, but they're in there. Digging those fire breaks with the fire dozer and then their tools they have. They have axes and this pick thing that they can dig the fire breaks themselves. Is there like an actual name of that tool that they carry around?
Engine 62, medic 665, cancel. Engine 62, medic 665, cancel.
A pole axe.
Engine 62, medic 665, cancel.
A pole axe, yep. That's what all the ground firefighters carry around. Ones that have been marching up into the hills and all over the place.
Paramedic 665, clear and available.
Also known as a Maddox.
665, clear.
Yeah, the firefighters, I mean, again, the Palisades fire and the Eaton fire got way out of control due to the conditions, but every fire since those two, the LA County, the city, Ventura County, and all the cities within Ventura County, they've been dominating these fires. They haven't let them get out of control. Or reach new civilian infrastructure. Some, the fire 2 days ago reached one house. The one house burnt. But the spread of this auto fire it's not going to spread any further. There's some more brush there that this is likely going to burn because it's accelerant. But a couple more water drops on these bigger spots. I think this one will be pretty well put out. And they'll just keep a 360 perimeter around it. A Maddox pickaxe. What's up with all the dry brush? They haven't had rain since April of last year. That's a long time without rain. That's incredible. I can imagine being somewhere and not see rain for... How long is that? It's 9 months. It was like 9 months of no rain so far. Is rain in the forecast? Is rain supposed to happen soon?
Medic 3, medic 663 on a medical Jack in the Box, Victoria.
LA rain. No rain in sight. Again, this is AP news feed. This is the only like live right now camera feed. Anything other than AP is not showing something live unless there's another one up that I don't know of yet. LJ Boone 1 says hit like and donate independent. Thank you so much for the support. You guys can follow me on my social media in the description too. If you have a favorite social media, I'm probably on there. As more time goes on, this auto fire is getting well contained. If you're watching about an hour ago, it was pretty It was like a big wide square within the riverbed on each side of the river bed. The way the helicopter's grabbing water. We're grabbing water right out of the golf course ponds. Having OnlyFans? Well, $20 is $20. And get around to it. I don't think that specific pond is in the golf course though. The ponds they were grabbing from was maybe the bottom left or the left side of the screen, unless there's just a weird angle we're looking at. This is the the west is the right side, so that is the golf course. We're on the north side. We're looking south right now. The wind and the smoke are blowing west, so we're looking south. This is Victoria Avenue right here. So that is the golf course pond still they're grabbing from. Here it is on the flight radar. See if we got to let me refresh here. See the one helicopter. Seeing the one. CAL FIRE does a lot of fire breaks and specializes in wildfires and not structure fires. I did not know that. You guys are tuning in. This looks like to be just the end of the auto fire. There's only a couple more spots within this riverbed that are blazing.
From auto IC, fire's been mapped at 16.26 acres.
What do you say, 16 acres?
Venture copies auto IC, 16.26 acres.
16.26 acres right there. Auto fire. 16.26 acres in size. We go back full screen again. So you say there are wildfires up out of the same riverbed? But this one's bigger than average. Well, it's also right on the back of the biggest wildfires in LA history, or biggest fires. The Palisades, Eaton, and Hurst fires, and more. It's been a week straight of fires, so no matter any fire that happens, you know, it's going to get a lot of attention. We can check and see if there's an updated numbers from official sources here in watch duty. Let me see. Well, no update. We just heard 16.26 acres from the scanner. It's not even posted on the watch duty app yet. I don't think they have it here yet on the incident map. Maybe they do. Let's go back out and back in. Here's the totals, though. For all the fires, 20,967 emergency responses, 124 wildfires, 40,588 acres are burned. There are 23 fatalities and 12,300 plus structures burned. $12,300 plus structures burned at this time. No numbers on the auto fire. Check Discord again. Another view of the fires being put out in Oxnard. Thank you for sharing to our Discord. $40,000 acres. Yeah, auto fire is getting there. So smoky. They have the Chinook over it still. Most of it's gone. If you would have tuned in like an hour ago, this whole riverbed was visible because of how much the fire was around it, but it's pretty contained to just this one area we're seeing here. And a couple other spots within the riverbed. I don't have any containment numbers on this fire, just the size came out on the scanner there about 5 minutes ago there. 16.26 acres.
Ventura Copter 4.
Ventura Copter 4.
Copter 4, go ahead. Copter 4, landing, Camarillo, fuel and return. Copy, Copter 4, landing, Camarillo, refuel and return.
Copter, refuel, and return.
Some breaking news about the Palisades. You can see from Air 7, investigators are in the area right now where we believe that fire was started. And our Josh Haskell is there and joins us live. And Josh, what are you seeing?
This was the cause of the start of the Palisades fire.
Well, earlier today we were up in the Palisades Highlands community, specifically around Villa La Costa and Villa Las Palmas and the Enclave area. Those homes back right up against the Santa Monica Mountains. And we saw some LAPD officers there. There was crime scene tape, and they couldn't tell us why they were there, why they were holding down the area, but they did say we couldn't go any further. There weren't any homes up there. And then we saw the ATF fire investigation mobile command unit show up, and then about 15 government agents. I want to go to a little bit of video just from a short time ago. This is up in the Palisades Highlands community. It appears that the ATF, who's leading this investigation, is focusing on a particular street in the Palisades Highlands community. They were out in front of one particular home, a home that had actually burned, and once all of those agents and investigators showed up, they asked ABC 7 Eyewitness News to leave. Of course, we backed off behind that yellow caution tape that they had just put up, and it does begin that they
got ATF up there, huh?
They are really starting their investigation. As far as collecting evidence, that is something that we believe that they will do. We know Air 7 has also been overhead that particular neighborhood, and that really seems to be the point. There have been so many questions as to, was this power related? Was this arson? Was this
So with the Eaton fire, there's lawsuits against the power company.
Was this a prior incident? We don't have the answer yet to those questions. We do not have the answer yet to exactly what the cause is, but we know at least now where this investigation into the cause of the Palisades fire is centering, and that's again up in the Palisades Highlands communities. We are bringing you these first details that my photographer and I were able to shoot and cover until we were asked to leave that scene. Federal investigators said that they're securing this whole area, that media can't be there, and we saw again about 20 federal agents and 15 vehicles show up at once and converge on this one particular house, a house that had burned. So we'll of course stay on this story as it continues to develop.
Okay, so still not a concrete what caused it yet, but they're seeing investigators up.
Right through that smoke there, you see the drop from the helicopter.
They're seeing investigators up. That's old video now. I think the AP camera might be leaving now. AP news feed might be over here. They're probably going to refuel. Yep. When the camera spins around, you see the city and it's flying. I think this is the end of the live image. If you're just tuning in, yes, this was a new fire. Yep. That was that. Thank you for sharing the AP camera. And yes, the AP camera was live.
5 R36 times 68 2 and 31 structure
I'm not seeing anything more over the golf course for the air resources. They pulled a bunch off to refuel and resupply. Elon asked a question to the firefighters earlier. Here was his question.
So, all right, what about water availability? Was water availability? I understand that was like not an issue in Malibu. Is that correct?
Was it water?
Yeah.
So there was water. We have several reservoirs that encinos that we use a lot. Now, just an example, if we have one building burning, we could flow 1,000 gallons a minute on that one building with the hose lays that we put in to stop it. You can imagine 1,000 gallons per house we couldn't do, right? So the amount of water we're flowing, there really is no water system that's going to keep that pace. So we have to bring in water tenders, which are these big tank water tanks that, 2,500, 3,000 gallon trucks, and they'll come in, and that's what we have to do to compensate. So they park out there, do it. DWP did a great job. They brought in big water trucks for us, and we use them as basically mobile hydrants.
All right.
Right, and then we have our own agency as well that has water tenders.
Got them.
Okay. My understanding is that like along the, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, in Malibu along the coast there was no shortage of water.
He gets corrected and he is wrong.
In the Palisades there was a shortage of water at a certain point, or is that not accurate?
Well, we were flowing just an amount of water that the system couldn't overbear. We're just overbearing just because of how much water these firefighters were utilizing.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right, cool. Well, passed my test. Passed my misinformation test. It's like, why, if you're going to do that, then why even put out garbage? Because all he's doing is just putting out the worst type of information right now. And then he'll go there and do that. And the people that are following him, unfortunately, for this are looking for crazy information. And then he doesn't give them the crazy information at the source. And then they're like, whoa. Crazy work. Hello from NorCal. It's insane. We've had so much rain and flooding up here last month, and LA has barely gotten any rain, all in the same state, but people still deny that climate change is real. Certainly have crazy weather in Minnesota. We just got snow and it's really, really cold, but we've had barely any snow here over the last few winters. Who's filming himself? I think he was holding the camera. He was holding it. Think we have any further on the feed or anything like that? All right. I think we're in a good spot. It's almost 1:30 in the morning here. I don't want to keep you guys here in a breaking news stream if there's nothing breaking right now. It was, but now I think the LA, yep, there's the update as we heard on the scanner, 16.26 acres in size. But the way it looked on the feed, it's going down. If anything, we might have to check in tomorrow morning. As we heard from the news,
public service,
the wind is going to pick up at dawn. LAFD is gay. No, they're not. I don't even want that around here. Like, why would no, the LAFD are heroes. And all the firemen that have been out there. All the firefighters from all the agencies, all the law enforcement, everybody that's been out there trying to fight these fires and save homes and save infrastructure and save people. All right, you guys, thank you again for tuning in to another night of breaking news coverage. I wanted to make sure this fire was covered. Again, it's still going, but only in a couple spots, and it seems like the fire department are going to be able to put this thing out. Obviously, why people were concerned is because of the Santa Ana winds that are coming overnight. So people in Oxnard and other places were actually messaging me saying, oh no, a new fire in my city. So I got to make sure that thing was put out properly, and it seems like it's going to be. Again, guys, anything further in the coming days here on Mercado Media, I got you. So make sure you like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you guys haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. It does help me go a long way. Also consider subscribing to my gaming channel on YouTube. A lot of you guys were asking about it, but here it is, Mercado Gaming. I'll put the link in the chat so you can just quick grab it and go sub. But I just reacted to the Vikings-Rams game. That was terrible. We play a bunch of other stuff over there during the week, so in between the breaking news streams and the Ukraine updates this week will be over here on my gaming channel. So come on over and check that out too. So gaming channel, this is my news channel, so make sure you subscribe here for breaking news updates. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you to everybody that became a member on the stream. That really does help me continue to do this. Thank you for the support. Thank you to everybody that's supporting the devastated areas of California. I've gotten lots of messages and people in the Discord sharing that they've supported humanitarian efforts in Los Angeles. Continue to do that. I have also friends we're going to be talking to. I have Ukrainian friends in Los Angeles we're going to be talking to. Slavi, she's a guest on the Shills. And I asked her if she'd come on and talk about their efforts in LA because she's there and they've been helping pass out food and other resources to people. So really, really cool to see that. So we'll have more for that this week, you guys. Thank you again. More updates to come. I'll check in with this in the coming days. We'll see what it's looking like in the morning, and I'll have another update for you guys then. Have a good night, you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.